The Warri Crisis was a violent conflict that shook Delta State between 1997 and 2003. It was a bitter struggle between the Itsekiri and Ijaw ethnic groups. In the years of unrest, more than 700,000 people were displaced from their homes. The crisis began after a government decision moved the headquarters of the newly created Warri Southwest local government area from the Ijaw town of Ogbe-Ijoh to the Itsekiri community of Ogbe-Ijoh. That controversial decision fueled anger, violence, and reprisals. Eventually, the council headquarters was returned to Ogbe-Ijoh, restoring a fragile peace by 2003. The Itsekiri were among the earliest communities in the Niger Delta to establish contact with European traders. As far back as the 16th century, they had built dominance in the region by monopolizing the European trade in slaves and later, palm oil. Over time, the Itsekiri also consolidated territorial claims through treaties and colonial legal agreements under the British Empire. In 1952, the government of Western Nigeria formally changed the title of the Itsekiri ruler from Olu of Itsekiri to Olu of Warri, but the crisis raised troubling questions. Could it be that elements of law enforcement and government quietly supported the Itsekiri against their rivals? Many Ijaw leaders believed so. They argued that if the government had acted decisively and impartially from the beginning, much of the bloodshed could have been avoided. Instead, unchecked violence spread, leaving Ijaw communities vulnerable and unprotected. The Ijaw people, also known as the Izon, are one of the oldest and most populous ethnic groups of the Niger Delta. They live mainly in Bayelsa, Delta and Rivers states, but also in parts of Edo, Ondo, and Akwa Ibom. Many Ijaw are migrant fishermen, and their settlements extend as far west as Sierra Leone and as far east as Gabon. Today, they account for about 1.8% of Nigeria's population. The Ijaw have long been linked to maritime trade, with records of their trading activities dating back to the 14th and 15th centuries. In their own language, they often refer to themselves as Izon. Despite repeated calls for peace, tensions continued. Urhobo leaders also warned of the dangers of escalation. "We have tried to contain our youths," one leader said, "but the situation feels like sitting on a keg of gunpowder. If it explodes, what we are seeing now will look like child's play." The Urhobo are another major ethnic group in Delta State. With a population of around 7 million, they are the largest group in the region. They speak the Urhobo language and occupy territory within Delta and Bayelsa states. Their neighbors include the Isoko to the southeast, the Itsekiri and Ijaw to the west, the Benin to the north, and the Okwani to the northeast. For years, these three groups, the Itsekiri, Ijaw, and Urhobo, have lived in close proximity, each with their own rulers, traditions, and identities. Yet, the Warri Crisis highlighted how fragile these relationships could become when politics, land, and power collided. In the end, the crisis left deep scars, with reports, commissions, and peace accords struggling to deliver true justice or reconciliation. The memories of those dark years remain a reminder of how easily ethnic rivalries can be inflamed when fairness and equity are ignored.